Hello there, you're watching ScreenBox and I'm your host Divya here to review IC-814, the Kandahar Hijack. Now for Captain Devi Shankar, flight IC-814 from Kathmandu to Delhi was meant to be a routine trip, ferrying honeymooners, vacationers and business professionals. The only distinction was that it was the last Christmas Eve of the millennium, a time he had planned to celebrate with his family much like other passengers. However, this ordinary flight was transformed into a harrowing ordeal with 5 masked men armed with guns and hand grenades hijacking the plane. The lives of Captain Sharan and the 188 passengers and of course the crew were instantly upended. It is this gripping account of the 8-day nightmare that director Anubhav Sinha has used for his latest web series IC-814, the Kandahar Hijack. Based on the book Flight into Fear by Captain Devi Sharan and Srinjoy Chowdhury, Anubhav Sinha's IC-814, the Kandahar Hijack, dramatizes the harrowing week of the plane's journey. The series captures the tension as the aircraft traverses several airports: Kathmandu, Amritsar, Lahore, Dubai, and ultimately Kandahar, depicting escalating tensions among the hijackers and the frantic efforts of Indian agencies to resolve the crisis. The series does an incredible job by maintaining a notable restraint, avoiding overt melodrama. It is interesting how Anubhav Sinha manages to have audience focus on the gripping action, which alternates between the tense interiors of the airplane and the multiple intense meetings that happen in New Delhi. Sinha's series offers a more nuanced depiction of the events, emphasizing the internal strife and bureaucratic complexities that arise during a national crisis. It explores the interdepartmental blame game, particularly the criticism directed by RAW for failing to communicate with the IB, while also addressing the usual rivalries between agencies in peacetime. The series highlights the difficulty of uniting disparate security agencies, pushing them to overcome their differences and focus on the hostages' safety, a challenging responsibility that many officials would prefer to avoid due to the risk of accountability if things go awry. One of the main shortcomings of Sinha's show is how little it feels distinctive. The torture scenes, the portrayal of Islamic radicals, and the shifting interactions between the cabin crew and their captors are rendered with a lack of depth and credibility, undermining their authenticity. Usage of Bhola and Shankar as codenames for hijackers hasn't gone down well with the netizens. According to reports, Ibrahim Athar, Shahid Akhtar Saeed, Sunny, Ahmed Qazi, Zahoor Mistri and Shakir were the real names of the hijackers who used Bhola, Shankar, Doctor, Burger and Chief as code names. Many have termed it as insulting, while others used it to explain how whitewashing is done cinematically. Many have also asked to boycott the series. However, many reports have suggested that the names weren't makers' invention. The use of code names has been corroborated by flight engineer Anil K. Jagia of IC-814, who in 2021 co-authored a book recounting the experience during the entire episode, IC-814 Hijack, the Inside Story. According to the MEA website, to the passengers, these hijackers came to be known respectively as 1. Chief, Doctor, Burger, Bhola and Shankar, the names by which the hijackers invariably addressed one another. According to reports, Netflix, following its meeting with I&B Ministry, had assured them that it would review the sensitive and objectionable content and potentially remove it. Now, Netflix has announced that they will update the opening disclaimer of the series to include the real-life names of the terrorists along with their code names. Let's talk about the performances now. Now, the series boasts a stellar cast including Nasiruddin Shah, Pankaj Kapoor, Vijay Varma, Patralekha, Manoj Pava, Kumud Mishra, Arvind Swamy, Kamaljeet, Dibyendu Bhattacharya, Aditya Srivastav, Amrita Puri, Dia Mirza, and of course Anupam Tripathi. Now, the star-studded cast is impressive at first glance, but their potential is undermined by the dialogues and the screen time that's given to them. Much of the script involves these talented actors exchanging procedural jargon or delivering necessary exposition. Manoj Pava brings a distinctive energy to Sinha's production, delivering a standout performance as the chief negotiator Mukul Mohan. Pava skillfully navigates the tension with the terrorist, balancing a firm, uncompromising approach with moments of levity. Additionally, Vijay Varma's portrayal of the captain is notable for its subtlety. The role demands restraint and leaves little room for any dramatic flair. Yet, Varma manages to convey depth and complexity. Anubhav Sinha's use of archival footage in IC814, the Kandahar Hijack, adds a powerful layer of authenticity to the narrative. But we still don't understand why the correct names of the officers and ministers involved aren't used. IC814 is meticulously produced and directed with impressive precision. It skillfully maintains tension and distributes it evenly throughout, delivering a consistently engaging and immersive experience.